Greetings to everyone watching from around the world. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Masood Saeed and I will be your narrator for this video. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Words of Inspiration. The title of this video is Eat for Serotonin, the whole plate strategy for sleep. Every day, thousands search for the food that boosts serotonin. Here's the paradox: no single food does. What helps is a team of nutrients working together. Serotonin shapes mood and your body uses it to make melatonin for sleep, and quick fix myths waste money. This is the full team. Think of it like this. Tryptophan is the raw material. It's an amino acid found in protein foods, and without it, serotonin cannot be made at all. But raw material sitting in a warehouse does nothing on its own. It needs an assembly line, vitamin B6, magnesium, folate, and perhaps surprisingly, carbohydrates. These move tryptophan along the line, turning it first into serotonin and later into melatonin. Without them, the line stalls. Every food in this video supplies either the raw material or a part of that line. Eggs are a good place to start, not because they're magic, they're not, but because egg protein carries tryptophan, the raw material your body needs before serotonin can exist at all. It brings B12, selenium, and choline along with it. One or two at breakfast, boiled, poached, or scrambled with a little oil, alongside whole grain toast or an omelette with spinach. Oily fish next, salmon, sardines, mackerel. More tryptophan, plus omega-3 fats that contribute to normal brain and nervous system function, and vitamin D besides. Bake, grill or steam rather than deep fry, season with lemon, garlic and herbs, and serve with vegetables and a moderate portion of whole grains. Chicken and turkey give you a substantial amount of tryptophan containing protein, along with B vitamins and selenium. Grill, roast, or make a curry with moderate oil, skin off to cut the saturated fat, and pair it with brown rice, barley, or wholemeal roti. Then milk and yogurt. Dairy protein contains tryptophan plus calcium, B12, and vitamin D if it's fortified. Plain unsweetened yogurt works well with berries, oats, or seeds, and warm milk without sugar makes a gentle evening drink if you find it relaxing. Now the fruits which mostly supply the assembly line rather than the raw material. Kiwi first, vitamin C, folate, potassium and fiber. Some research has investigated kiwi and sleep, but let's be clear, it is not a treatment for insomnia. One or two fresh, perhaps as an evening snack. Bananas bring vitamin B6, one of the assembly line's essential workers, involved in many of the reactions that process tryptophan. Also magnesium, potassium and fiber. One small or medium banana sliced into porridge or paired with yogurt or nuts. Pineapple offers carbohydrates, vitamin C, manganese, and an enzyme called bromelain. A modest serving of fresh pieces with a meal is a better habit than large glasses of juice. And berries, blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, they are not serotonin medicines, but they carry polyphenols, vitamin C, antioxidants, and fiber, with relatively little sugar compared with desserts. A handful, fresh or frozen with no added sugar, stirred into porridge or yogurt. Pumpkin seeds are quietly impressive. Tryptophan, magnesium, zinc, iron, and protein in one small package. Raw material and assembly line together. 1 or 2 tablespoons over yogurt, porridge, or a salad, raw or dry roasted with little salt. Almonds, walnuts, and pistachios bring tryptophan containing protein, magnesium, and healthy fats. They're energy dense, so a small plain unsalted handful is enough. And there's a bonus: replacing saturated fats with nuts supports cardiovascular health. Chia and flax seeds add magnesium, plant omega-3s, and a notable amount of fiber for bowel health. Soak chia in milk or yogurt overnight. Grind flax so your body can actually use it. About a tablespoon in porridge or a smoothie. This is where the whole picture changes. Oats first. Porridge made with water or milk, no heavy sugar, topped with berries, banana, cinnamon, or pumpkin seeds. Breakfast or a light evening meal. Oats bring beta-glucan, a soluble fiber that supports healthy cholesterol. Paradox: carbohydrate intake can influence how much tryptophan is actually available for transport into the brain. In other words, the raw material can be sitting in your bloodstream doing nothing, and it's the carbohydrate carbohydrates that help move it towards the assembly line. This is why balanced meals, tryptophan-rich foods combined with appropriate carbohydrates, are what interest researchers studying serotonin and sleep. The combination matters more than any single food ever could. Brown rice, barley, quinoa, and wholemeal roti do the same job. Carbohydrates plus fiber, B vitamins and minerals. Boiled and plain or roti without excess ghee in moderate portions alongside vegetables, pulses, chicken or fish. They complement the tryptophan foods. They don't replace them. Spinach and other leafy greens carry folate and magnesium, assembly line nutrients involved in normal neurological and metabolic function, plus fiber, potassium, and antioxidants. Steam them, saute them lightly, or fold them into dal, soups, curries, or an omelette. Just don't overcook them. Aim for them regularly at lunch and dinner. Broccoli offers folate, vitamin C, fiber, and glucosinolates. To be honest with you, it supports general health rather than directly increasing brain serotonin. Steamed, roasted, or lightly stir-fried alongside fish, chicken, eggs, tofu, or pulses, and avocado, folate, magnesium, unsaturated fats, fiber, and potassium. About half per balanced meal, sliced or mashed onto whole grain toast, replacing foods higher in saturated fat. So let's put it all together. An evening meal might look like this: a grilled salmon or chicken, steamed spinach and broccoli, and a moderate portion of brown rice. Simple, affordable, no pricey superfoods, raw material, assembly line, and the carbohydrates to carry everything through. Later, if you're hungry, plain yogurt with kiwi and pumpkin seeds, or warm milk with a small bowl of oats. The aim is not enormous quantities of tryptophan. A healthy eating pattern provides the tryptophan alongside the vitamins, minerals, fats, and carbohydrates needed for normal metabolism. You came here looking for one food. The answer, it turns out, was the whole plate. Food is one part of a larger picture. Eat well, stay physically active, get daylight exposure, especially in the morning, keep a regular sleep schedule, reduce excessive caffeine, manage stress, stay hydrated, avoid extremes. They often backfire. None of these is dramatic on its own. Together, they are how mood and sleep are genuinely supported. One honest note before we finish: research does link diet, tryptophan, and the serotonin and melatonin pathways to sleep, but effects vary between people, and the evidence for individual foods is much weaker than the claims you'll see online. No individual food is a treatment or a guaranteed serotonin booster. This video is educational information only. It is not a substitute for diagnosis, treatment, or personalized advice from a qualified healthcare professional, and food is not a replacement for medical treatment for depression, anxiety, or persistent insomnia. If you're struggling, please speak to your doctor. Disclaimer: the content in this video is intended for educational purposes only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice. Always consult a qualified expert for guidance specific to your situation. Tell us where you are watching from, city, state, or country. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay connected with more inspiring content. Your support helps us reach more people and keep these important conversations alive. I'd love to hear your thoughts, questions, or personal experiences. Share them in the comments below. Your voice truly matters. Together we can build a meaningful dialogue that benefits us all. Thank you for watching. May this video serve as a source of knowledge and reflection.